In this video, I'm going to show you how to actually answer survey questions the right way. So I'm going to open some of the surveys and then actually do them, and then you see the steps I'm taking in order for you to actually do your own. So the first thing is, remember again, you go to your browser, that is the Mo login browser, and then you on the Chrome browser that is inside of your Mo login. If you're in your phone, remember to go to your ad guard on the ad guard before you can actually open your Chrome browser. So let me start the Chrome browser, and then it's going to open the Chrome browser, and I'm going to start answering those surveys questions. I'm going to be answering them step by step, telling you how it takes to answer those questions and what information each of those surveys need, all right, so they can be able to know how to replicate your own. So the browser is on, and then once you on, we are going to answer those questions. All right, so my browser is open and it's showing me that truly my location is from UK. So what I need to do is first, I will have to refresh it to actually see if it's actually from UK. You have to be completely sure, right? Now let it finish the refreshing. The refreshing is done and it's still showing me that my browser is from UK. So I will now go to my email. I'll go to my email and see if I can see some survey sent to me. Of course, you can see that Outlier has a survey for me here. Testing has a survey for me here. YouGov have a survey for me here. So I'm going to test. The first one I'm going to test is YouGov. All right. So I'm going to click on this one, YouGov survey alert. So I'm going to open it. He said you have been selected for a YouGov survey, start survey, and it's still opening. So once he log, he opens, I'm going to continue. All right, so this is it. It shows this survey is on the topic of life in UK, and the result will be used to inform our clients. Your YouGov account will be credited with 50 points for completing these surveys. So it will take 12 to 15 minutes. So you just have to stick around so that I can answer this question, but I'll answer them in a very fast way. So let me click on continue. And then some people seem to follow what is going on in government and public office most of the time, whether there is no election going on or not. Others are not that interested. Will you say you follow what is going on government and public life? Yes, you follow, please. If you say no, you may not be receiving surveys, all right? So I'll be reading the questions very fast, all right? So always, let me teach you something. In surveys, always be positive, all right? Always be positive. If you are negative, you won't receive surveys. Always be positive, all right? So most times, no, sometimes, only time, hardly. So most times, all right? So I'll click on continue. And then this say, will you say things in this country today are generally headed in the right direction or the wrong direction? Let me click on in the right direction. Remember, in this country, they are talking about the country of your proxy. Now they're talking, for me, is the country of UK, not Nigeria. All right. So they are now assuming that I'm in UK. So they're asking me, will you say things in London or UK are heading in the right direction? So I would say they're heading in the right direction. Overall, do you think the economy is getting better? Is getting better? So, like I said, please remember, be positive. Here are some ways that British people might participate in politics and their local community. Have you done any of this in the future? I have not write to a newspaper before. I have not joined a political party. Let's say I joined a political party, helped with a campaign. I have helped with a campaign. I've written to, or you can even do all of the above, all right, that you have done all of the above and click on continue. So have you volunteered for any of the types of organization in the last year? Yes, I volunteered for human rights, I volunteered for education, I volunteered for social care and all of that, I volunteered for the community, and then I click on next. It doesn't matter. Do you belong to any of the following organization? T.org. I belong to English Heritage. I belong to Trust Fund. Of course, you know that this is not true, right? I belong to British Physiological, and then just two, I choose two. Now, some of your surveys that you will be doing may not be exactly like this, right? I'm only showing you how to actually do it in a positive manner so that you can be able to do your own. Now, thinking about politics, do you have a positive or negative opinion of the following people? John, all these people, most of them I don't know them, but I will just choose randomly. So I say I will choose positive, just negative, positive, positive, just the way it comes in my head. Right? Do you have a positive or negative about these people? Positive, positive, positive. I like them. All right. So generally speaking, do you usually think of yourself as a conservative, labor? I usually choose labor. I don't know why, but I usually choose labor. So I'll choose labor and then I'll click on next. Labor is a party. Why do you think yourself as a labor? I like the party. I like the party. That's simple. And then click on next. And then are you a member of the political party? I'm a member of labor. Continue. Thinking about how NHSK is funded. Which of the following best reflects your view? Healthcare should be funded by general taxation. Healthcare should be funded by compulsory health insurance for everyone. I choose this one. I click on continue. Will you support or oppose the reintroduction of death penalty for the following crimes? All cases of murder. Anybody that murder another person should also die. Murder of a child, yes. Murder of a police officer, yes. Murder of a part of a terrorist act, I think yes. Multiple murder, yes. So I click on continue. Generally speaking, do you think the level of immigration into Britain over the last 10 years has been too high? That's the people, immigration is the people living, right? So let's say a little high. Let me choose a little high in my own opinion. In principle, do you think people in the following roles should or should not allowed to go on strike? Nurses should not go on strike. They should allow to go, should not be allowed. Nurses should not go on strike. Firefighters should not go on strike. Doctors should not go on strike. Police officers, they can go on strike. Teachers, no, cannot go on strike. Train and undergraduate drivers, they can go on strike. Or air traffic controllers, they shouldn't go on strike. Civil servants, they can go on strike. And then I click on continue. And then thinking about the level of taxation paid by the richest people in Britain, do you think they are too high? They are not too high, they are too low. They should increase. The people who have money should pay more tax. That's in my own opinion, right? Whether selfish or not, that's my own opinion. Which of the following do you think will make the best prime minister? I don't do any of this, but I'll just choose this and then click on okay. Which party do you vote for at the general election? I vote for Labour. Remember, I have chosen Labour before, so anything party, I'll be choosing that. We would like to confirm who you voted for. Please enter the name of the party you voted for. I've choose Labour. They just want to confirm that you are not an AI. All right. So I just place Labour. And then how old do you have to be to vote in a general election? Me, I think from 18. So I just choose 18. Do you think British should continue to have a monarchy in the future, or should it be replaced with an elected head of state? A monarchy, should it be head of state? I like the way it should be replaced with head of state. I like the way it is. Let me just choose anyone. We are about halfway through this survey. Thank you for reading this far. To show that you are paying attention, please select the word sing strongly agree. See, this part is the part that is interesting to me. They will actually test to see if it's an AI that is actually doing that survey. So you have to pay close attention and read these things very well. It's not to be ticking, and ticking, all right? So they say stick strongly agree. So I click on strongly agree to indicate that I am not an AI and I'm following. What do you think is the most important issue facing the country right now? I would just say inflation. Even though I don't know whether inflation is rocking UK, what do you think should be done about it? Provide more jobs. Provide more jobs. You can just put a lot of things. Provide more jobs. Stable economy and all of that. Just put as many as you can, then you can click on continue. Which of these newspapers have you read in the last year? Tick all that apply. I have to read the Guardian, I have to the Sun. In fact, normally I read all these papers, right? Financial Times is one of my best. I think that's the Economist is also one of my best. The Times is also one of my best, and I click on continue. Which of the following news website do you regularly visit? I visit this BBC Sky News. Sky News, I visit it mostly for sports. So I click on okay. Which country do you currently live? They want to just confirm which country you live. Now, England, I click on continue. We would like to confirm that your answer to the previous question as England is correct. Yes, this is correct. You can see how the questions are very tricky. What is the name of the country in which you live? So you know that England is like a country, the country you live. So I still choose England. You know, UK has multiple this thing inside it. Now, what is your postal code? Very important. So you go back to your browser and then you scroll down and you see this postal code here. You click it, and then if it did not work, I will show you what to do. But it was supposed to work. So I click here and click on continue. You just saw what I did. The Prosy gave you the Prosy gave you a postcode. All right. So that's what they're supposed to use. Which are the capital cities of the UK? Capital city of UK, I choose London, I choose Manchester. That is what I know. And then, oh, if you don't know, let me teach you something. If you don't know, let's say, let me go back. Let me go back. Let's say I don't know this question. All I have to do is I will now highlight it. All right, I will highlight it, and then I'll copy it, and then I will go to an AI call. Either you go to ChatGPT or you go to Gemini. All right, Gemini. Either you go to ChatGPT or you go to Gemini, and then you click on this, and then I'll just tell the AI pick only the answer for me. Right. So this is, oh my God, this is a new browser. That's why. So let me go to another browser like this, and then pick Gemini. Please, sorry. The reason in the other browser they're asking me to register on another Gemini. Meanwhile, I have the register on my main Chrome. You can see that the other Chrome is completely pick the only pick only the correct answer for me. So I'm just teaching you a way of, if you don't know most of those things, how you can do. But if you are doing on phone, be careful not to navigate too much because you will lost it. The correct choice from your list are breakfast. It's like I didn't pick the right thing, no? The capital city of UK's favorite nation, the UK country capital, England, London. So I pick London. So I'll come back to my browser. Let me cancel this, go back to my browser, and I choose, let me leave Massey and choose this. Now, which kind of smartphone do you use? I use an Android because I use Google Pixel, not an Apple iPhone. If you use Apple iPhone, choose this one. I click on continue. What kind of computer do you use? I use Windows and not app. I use. Do you currently have a car in your house? Yes, I have a car. Like I said, keep being positive. All right. Even though at the moment I don't have a car in my house, but I choose that I choose that I have a car. So see how many vehicles do you choose? I'll choose that I have two, because the more you are positive and they will see you as a big person and they keep giving you service. What kind of car do you have? If you have more than one car, tick all of them. So I'll just tick I'll just tick anyone. Let's choose that I have Toyota and I have Honda. All right. So do you remember I choose only two cars? So I'll just choose those ones. So do you have any children? Yes, I do. So I don't currently have a child. Do you have a grandchild? So I have one. So let me click. Do you have a dog, a dog or a cat? Yes, I have a dog because I usually like dog. What is the name of your cat? So I'll just put Lucia. Maybe that's the name of my cat. And what is the age of your cat? And what is your age? Okay, my age is 25 to 29, or you can choose high as anyone. All right, so let me just choose this one for example, and then I choose this. Where do you finish your secondary school? When did you finish your secondary school? My secondary school, I finished it at now let me say something here. If they're asking you any information regarding your own profile, please put the information that you put when you were registering that survey. Very, very important. See, this video is very important for you. All right, put the information there. So when I finish my secondary school, I will choose let me choose 28, click on continue. Say last week, did you do any work to pay? Yes, I did a work. Click on continue. How many jobs do you do last week? I did one. Click on continue. Do you have a UK passport? Yes, even though I don't. So let me just choose yes, because if I keep doing this, they may be giving me survey. That's why they're asking these personal questions. All right. So have you traveled by aeroplane? Yes, even though I have not recently. So you say British. Which of the following airlines have you flown with the past years? So I will choose British and I'll choose this. Early in the survey, you say that you work for pay or profit. Do you include answering online survey as one of your preference? No, I did not. So I believe last week, how many hours did you spend answering surveys? So let me put 40. Answering online surveys, let me put 40 so that they'll be able to give me All right. So YouGov is undertaking some exercising research to a data where we are setting up a TV social, blah, blah, blah. People in this group will be asked to do, will you like to be part of? Yes, because I know that's what the question is looking for. They are telling me that they want, which, if any, of the following have you been diagnosed of? I have not been diagnosed of any of them, but if you choose any of these sicknesses, they will actually give you questions here. But I don't want to give myself names. The only thing I'll need here or can choose here is ulcer. That is if at all is here. So I will choose, let me see if I will see ulcer here, cerebral cancer. No, no. Ulcer is on you. Okay, so ulcer is not here, and I don't have any of this sickness, right? So none of this. Continue. All right. So where in the UK do you mainly work? I work in London because London is where I stayed. And of course, it's not this imaginary, right? How well will you say you look after your personal health? Really well, really, really well, right? In general, how happy, if at all, will you say you are with your weight? I'm a bit fairly happy, because I'm a very tiny person. I like to add weight, so I'm very fair. In general, how happy, if at all, will you say you are with your body image? I'm okay. Honestly, I'm okay with how I look. In general, how will you say you have a preference for how your clothing fit? They fit me very well. So let me tight slim fit. Yeah, tight slim fit. So let me just do that. Okay, do you agree or disagree with the following statement? I closely follow famous people. Yes, I closely follow famous people. Definitely, I agree. So beauty means thin. Beauty means thin. No, I did not believe that beauty means thin. A fat person can also be beautiful. So I disagree with that. Advertising affects how I perceive my body image. Tend to agree. It's difficult for me to find clothing in my size. No, I disagree with that. I sometimes feel pressure from media to lose weight. I sometimes feel pressure from the media to lose weight. Yes, I agree with that. And then which any of the following, you can see that the surveys are still going. So that's why I said you don't need to be taking all this time to do surveys that will not give you anything. All right. So let's continue. It will soon finish anyway. Which, if any of the following ingredients do you try to avoid? Um, most of these I try to avoid salt. I try to avoid all these things. Let me just choose some of these. Let me not put salt, please. Salt is good. Folic acid, folic acid is good. Most of these things I don't actually know them, but I'll just choose whatever I feel like and then click on which any of the following types of allergies and skin's condition do you have? I currently do not have any allergies of school, so going to give them an honest this thing. Not applicable. I do not have any of the allergies. So, do you have either friends, family, or colleague who have been diagnosed with cancer? Yes, I have. All right. So even though I don't have, I will say I have, so that they will give me survey. But I can't say me myself I have. What kind of cancer do your friends have? One has breast cancer. The other one had the cervical cancer. The one have liver cancer, the other one have stomach cancer. See, all these things, none of my, I don't have anybody who has any of this. When it comes to wearing glasses or contact lens, which any, you see, they are asking me questions in different areas so that they can be able to give me surveys if I answer in the right way. If any of the following statement best describe you or your habits, I wear only prescription glasses. Yes, I wear only prescription glasses rather. When it comes to wearing glasses, which, if any, of the following statement best describes your reasons for preferring glasses over contact? I wear only prescription glasses because there are no prescription lenses for my vision problem. I choose this. And then my insurance does not cover contact. My insurance glasses make me feel stylish and comfortable. Yes. So that's all. I don't want to choose a lot. And then thanks. One last thing before you go. How was the survey? Excellent. Is there anything you want us to do? No, I don't want. There's no extracting. If you want, you can type it there. Click on continue. And then you can see that they're going to tell me that 50 points has been credited to my account if I actually did well. All right. So you can see whether not if actually you did well, whether you do well or not, is there. You can see that it has been added. You and your YouGov, okay, it has been added actually. If you check, it has been added, but it will have shown you that question that if the thing has been added. So completely it has been added, and all you have to do is go to the next survey. Now, before I show you how to apply for one, which will not take up to 5 minutes again, please let me say this, that the way I did these surveys here is similar to how you're going to be doing most of the surveys, especially when it has to do with branded branded and other ones, that the other one that I'm going to give to you. But for the ones that you are going to apply, like user interviews, for example, use one you are going to apply, right? You are going to apply. So they say they are looking for a professional tools research study. Make sure to answer all screener questions accurately and honest, blah blah blah. Let me check to see the one that I can actually show you how to apply. Right. So project plus, they say hello and thanks for joining. No. Okay, let me just choose this first one here. They say professional. Then let me read the requirement. You have to know the requirement, whether you make the requirement. So the requirement is you need a computer with webcam. You need webcam is just, you don't need another webcam, right? If your computer has a camera, so once you click on it, it will always show you, and your computer must be a Mac or like or Windows. You cannot use a tablet or a smartphone. You see, some of them are for laptop, while some of them are for this. All right. So let me go back again. So you can even apply from there, but let me click here to apply and show you how to apply. Now, these ones you will apply, and when you apply, you're going to actually be given, they will review your application. If you succeed, before they will now invite you to take the survey. It's not the like YouGov branded and others that you call actually take so this thing. So you have to apply before they will now ask you. So this one, let me log in and click on sorry, I have an account already, so I don't know why it's showing me this. So I just click on sign in. I click on sign in, and it's going to exchange a verification code has been sent to my name. Sorry that I'm going to do this because I think I've not actually, let me refresh. I've not actually on that this thing for I think 2 days now. That's why it's asking me to receive user interviews verification code has been sent to me. So I have to on it. So it's even good that this is happening to me because it might happen to you. So that when it happens to you, you don't panic. You just wait this. Remember this, brother. Continue. So it's going to take me back to the surveys, and they say welcome, blah blah blah, all these things. Okay, we are back to that particular test that is showing. Okay, let me just go back to browse studies. All right, under browse studies, we will now see the surveys here. Tech research. Let me click on view more, and then you can see that these are the requirements. Make sure to answer our survey. Let me apply for this. It will take me 5 minutes to apply for it. You can see the 5 minutes there. I live in the country that is listed in my interview question. I confirm that I live in the country listed. Yes, I confirm. During this study, you'll be asked to speak on your thoughts. Yes. Which of the following describe your language? English. And then click on continue. And then, which word best describe your web expertise? I am an advanced person. That is, remember I said be positive. They said my web expertise. That is how I know how to operate the web, the internet. So if I say I'm a beginner, they might not give me. So you just have to follow them and be positive and be higher than them. What size is your company? Let me put 1 to 50. Click on continue. Which, if any, of the following companies do you work for? I am not working for any. See, you see, the questions to some of these things will actually determine if you will actually get any of these jobs. But let me choose one of the company like GitHub and then click on continue. I don't know if I choose that one, they will actually say I succeed though. But not sometimes they may need you not to be working in any of those areas. Sometimes they may need you to be working in some of the areas. So depending on what you choose, it depends on whether you'll be choosing for the survey or not. So which of the following most closely matches your job responsibility? So I am an IT security, risk management, or let me just choose IT. Yes, these two. I'll click on enter. Select the answer that is most true for you at your company. I have significant influence over budgetary. I have some influence over budgetary. I have significance. Let me choose that. And then, which of the following budget do you have significant into? Remember, I choose IT, so I'll choose something related to IT. So I'll choose cybersecurity, and then I'll choose compliance budget. Click on Continue. Select the answer that most true for your company. I manage a team that oversees security. Yes. All right. So before you start recording, please remember to close any. Yes. Start test. Click on continue. Now they are going to see, you say your application survey was submitted and is under review. So when it's being reviewed, they are now going to send you an email that, oh, you have succeeded in it. So let's go back to it and we'll see how much is that survey. That survey is actually, I think it's a $10 survey or so. So you can now go and do the survey. So I may just keep going and going and going. Everything is just the same, but I've shown you how to do the one that is direct and how to do the one that you can apply. So in the subsequent videos, but this one will not be a general class, but I can be teaching how to do each of those surveys, like each of the website that can be doing that. But for now, use this as a guide to do all other ones. So if you like this video, kindly help me subscribe to this channel, like this video, and tell me in the comment section which of the survey is actually working for you and which one you need help so that I can actually help you. Thank you and God bless you.